quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Third down, 3 to go. He'll look to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. They'll give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Now they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. Third down coming up.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's Doubs open left side. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Doubs. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Steelers
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver, they get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
Bigsby trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
They'll run with Bigsby, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Tank Bigsby, touchdown Steelers. His 12th touchdown of the year. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens, nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey!
Here's a first carry for their running back, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now it's Dobbins. 1st down and more inside the 20. They are not having success on defense. That play picks up 19 yards.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard. pick up the first down, but not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second down, Jackson. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Dobbins trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
A little closer. Here's second and goal. So we'll get a second and goal when we return. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they come up now, second and goal.
Don't worry.
Right there, baby.
Hey, Alpha, Scott.
Now Jackson, this a design run. He will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a second and 5. They'll look to throw again. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he's in! Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Pittsburgh.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads, both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Yo.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Back to the right side. Caught by McBride.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
No, we change it. No, we change it.
From the gun, Jackson. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that's what you call inexcusable mistakes. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. That's a Steeler first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
Throwing now from the gun. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Matt Gay on 4th field goal.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. No issues there. This one is good. And the Steelers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 41.
Now, Jackson. A short one here, caught by McBride.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Second down, they need 3. On play action, here's Jackson. That is brought in. And he will score. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that. All too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll look to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receivers saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
That's going to be intercepted. Pick by Malachi starts. And the Ravens will take over possession here at the 44.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready?
Play action now. Jackson moving left. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 27 yards.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And they're working together like this. That's the definition of teach game.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Ravens have tied it at 17.
And barring something dramatic here happening, that field goal should take us into the break all tied up. So this one obviously could go either way. I'm really excited to see, Mike, which team comes out of the halftime break, makes some adjustments on both sides of the ball to try to give themselves the edge.
So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side of the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8.
No, we change it.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, Jackson. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Raven first down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw is Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
That's good.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. On the move left. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's to the right side, caught by McBride. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another first down.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Again, it's Jackson. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll come up to third and 3. He'll work his way down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That's another.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Change it.
From the gun, Jackson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 12-yard line.
2 2nd and 7.
Alrighty.
Back to throw, Jackson. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. Chubb will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Ravens 31, Steelers 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run the draw with Bigsby. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
At the 22-yard line.
60 by 6, 19.
They'll look to throw yet again. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the air one more time. Metcalf reels it in, outside. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
That's Dobbs open left side. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Well, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Second down and 8. Play action now. Jackson. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Here's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 33 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say like that. He's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
At the 40-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the handoff, this is Chubb. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended target there. And it'll lead to a second and goal. Jackson looking to throw. Forced to his right. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Two incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. They'll run with Cup. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's fourth and goal.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Here's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. Here's first down. Back to throw. A throw left side taken in by Wilson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Now it's second and 1. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They finish off the regular season with some momentum, and they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.